18 fantastic musicians playing together perfectly without a conductor leading them. That's Sphinx Virtuosi. They're a thrilling group that mixes classic sounds with exciting new music, and they're coming to the Mondavi Center at UC Davis on March 5th. Here to tell us about this live show you won't want to miss, we have Bill Neary, Director of Ensemble Advancement for the Sphinx organization. Good to have you, Bill. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thanks so much for this wonderful opportunity.
Of course. So, Bill, for viewers who may be new to Sphinx Virtuosi, what makes this ensemble so unique, both in how it performs and in the mission behind the music?
Yeah, so like you pointed out already, we are a self-conducted string ensemble of 18 musicians, and we use that term very intentionally, self-conducted and not unconducted, because we don't feel like we're missing anything or without anything. Each of these 18 musicians are really empowered individually to lead the ensemble themselves, and it's a real thrilling opportunity to share this music with you all at the Mondavi Center, and we represent the Sphinx organization, which is a Detroit-based national nonprofit organization committed to transforming lives through the power of the arts. And now Sphinx's work encompasses a multitude of programs, including young artist education. We support the careers of arts administrators and aspiring orchestral musicians as well. And this touring ensemble, this 18-member ensemble, the Sphinx Virtuosi, is its flagship performing ensemble.
Yes, and we're looking forward to seeing them at the Mondavi Center. And this performance features acclaimed violinist Randall Gooseby. What does he bring to the program, and why was he the perfect artist to collaborate with for this concert?
Well, Randall is incredible. He is an amazing violinist for one, and not only that, but what he's bringing to this particular program that you wouldn't get in any other setting is that he arranged this piece that he's going to be performing with us for this exact instrumentation for our orchestra. The William Grant Still Suite for violin and string orchestra is arranged by Randall, and we performed it earlier in our tour with a cello rendition. So he managed to, compose it in such a way that it can be performed in a very versatile, different settings for either cello soloist or, for his case, as a violin soloist. Now, this is a piece that he's recorded, so he's very familiar with the work. But to have him not just leading the ensemble in this piece, but also to be a part of the violin section for the rest of the program, he sits in the violin section for all the other music we're performing. So you'll get a lot of Randall throughout this concert.
And the program blends classic works with contemporary and culturally significant pieces. How does that mix reflect the Sphinx organization's commitment to expanding and reimagining classical music?
Yeah, totally. This is not going to be your typical classical orchestral performance by any means. We do have some music that I guess you'd call traditional by Sergei Prokofiev, is I guess our oldest composer, but even that piece has been reimagined. That's also arranged for string orchestra. He has a piano sonata, obviously originally written for piano, and that was arranged for us by Ruben Ringel, also a violinist, for string orchestra. So there's lots of opportunity for like reimagination of music that you're used to hearing one way, and then we kind of have our own twist on it. Other feature works include modern composers Quentin Blasch and, of course, Jesse Montgomery, both of whom have a history of performing in the ensemble. Quentin composed the title work of the program, Visions of Peace, and Quentin also sits in this orchestra. So we have a really great opportunity to hear the pieces and the music of these composers and also get to see them actually perform in the ensemble.
Oh, wow. And I got to ask, for someone who might think, hey, classical music, it's not really for me, what would you say to invite them to experience this experience live on March 5th?
Well, it's a real opportunity to experience something new. This is, like I said, not your typical performance, not your typical concert. This isn't, for one, you're going to be blown away to see 18 musicians held together and sound as good as they do without a conductor. And so you'll be mystified through that experience. There's no barrier where, when a conductor has his back to you, there's kind of this barrier for entry of really, everything is kind of focused through them. And so we're all facing you, the audience, and you're all facing us. So it's this like really great cohesive experience that we all get to share together. And this music, this is your one opportunity to hear music that's written for a group, performed by that group, and you get to be, part of history in that way.
All right. Well, I'm going to make sure our viewers get more information on how they can join this experience. Thank you so much for joining us, Bill. And to our viewers, enjoy great music played as one. Sphinx Virtuosi performs at the Mondavi Center at UC Davis on Thursday, March 5th at 7:30 p.m. Head to the events and tickets section at mondaviarts.org.